A 5, can Envy keep it going? It's going to be a long one, Matt.
I've had, keep it going. You may just.
I don't know how many.
This may be it for you.
How many energy drinks I've had, but I will be collapsing as soon as this is over.
Oh, there's a lot of empty cans over here to cast, but it's okay. You're going to see Krim and Karma pick up kills here at the beginning. It's a good start for OpTic Gaming. They flood inside of the Hardpoint. High Caliber makes it through. It's kind of weird. I feel like at this event we've seen High Caliber make it through a lot. Probably the most we've seen at any Black Ops 3 event thus far. We'll see how it impacts this game.
It certainly feels that way, right? Like every other match, it seems to be slipping through. With the pinch down coming in for OpTic Gaming, looking for the kills. The hip fire on point there for Krim. Formal's going to grab 2 as well. And they're going to begin to lock down some time here in our first Hardpoint. Krim ready to challenge JCap, not able to do so. We're going to focus on OpTic Gaming a bit through this first Hardpoint. We'll start to rotate over to Envy as we set up for the next. Actually, you know what? JCap's on a 3 streak. Let's go over to JCap. He's 5 and 2. I'm sorry, Cap. I jinxed that a little bit.
And I feel like Envy is a really tough matchup for this OpTic Gaming team from the standpoint that they have the slaying that can kind of go toe-to-toe with them, right? They have 2 very good AR players in JCap and Slasher, and their SMGs are really aggressive. And the thing that is big about Envy, they're all smart players. They don't make that many mistakes. And the thing we've seen about OpTic Gaming in the past is they capitalize on, a little bit miscues that the other teams make. You're not going to get many with Envy, if any at all. If anything, they're forcing OpTic to make those mistakes, and then Envy is capitalizing on it.
Well, let's see if Envy can try to break in here. It's going to be Formal and crew holding on for now. Matt, Formal drops. Scump tries to rotate in, able to find 1, 2 in a row for him. Karma next to him, able to find a kill as well. We've got 30 seconds left here inside of Mansion. It's been all OpTic Gaming on the kill feed for the last couple of seconds. John finally answering, but Scum still holding strong in the corner here. Able to find 1, not able to dip and dive, turn behind. It's going to be a 2-streak jump for Karma. Can he make it 3? There's the 3rd. You see the spawn coming in for Envy. They're trying to push in the front. Unfortunately, well, not a team, going to be an assisted kill there coming in for the side of OpTic Gaming, but they've retaken the lead here.
Yeah, Karma and Formal both body stack, but Envy's going to give up the remaining time here as OpTic Gaming has the lead. Envy's going to play for this half-wall hardpoint. It's going to be on Karma and Formal to get the spawns for OpTic Gaming for this.
Shots coming in from Karma, trying to back them up. Let's switch to Slasher's POV, as they're looking to hold down the back here.
And it's quite odd that Karma does not have on High Caliber there. If he puts those same shots down with High Cal, he kills that player on that spot in the back, and they're able to push through, potentially get the spawn points.
Apathy now, Matt has the 3 streak going. He's 5 and 7, but obviously heating up a little bit here in the past couple of minutes. There's nice shots coming in, tries to dip. Don't know if he saw the second there outside connector, but not gonna matter. He's gonna be 175 off the dart, so trying to build towards streaks. I'm gonna switch over to JCap just because several players pushing him. He's gonna get flooded almost immediately. Apathy and Slasher both on streaks though. Slasher 5, can he make it 6? The shot's off. Apathy though trying to continue, and that's all the streaks dropping there. So those are big kills coming in from OpTic Gaming, making sure none of those score streaks coming for the side of Envy.
It takes them a very long time to break these hard points though. It's the same thing that we saw in Breach Hardpoint when they were just not able to break them effectively. Like when they get control initially, OpTic Gaming is great at holding on to them. But just being aggressive and flying into the hard points and picking up kills, we have not seen that today.
Now it's going to be Camo here for Cap. See what kind of play he can make. Trying to get a top engine set up, but it's a heat wave coming in, unfortunately, so he's not going to be able to find anything. The next rotation is the big one, though. Remember, what was it? Tempest got banned, Purifier got banned as well, so you're not going to have as much weapon utility for the bunker hardpoint. It's going to be a little bit more gun-on-gun, ability-on-ability. Not going to have something like a Purifier or Tempest to bail you out. JCap able to find a second there before dropping, but it's still Formal inside, racking up the time. Okay, as we kind of get a little bit of break here where the action goes crazy inside a bunker, what are your overall thoughts so far? What do you like from OpTic here with a little bit of a lead?
I mean, I do like that OpTic's been able to rotate, get control of these hard points early, and when they do that, they've been setting up and they've been doing a nice job. But I gotta believe, though, when you see Envy on the minimap, you see they're rotating towards bunker here perfectly, they're set up. I'm interested to see if OpTic is going to break. They broke that snow hard point, but they broke it with using a heat wave. They're going to need to use some kind of utility to break into bunker, and I don't know if the War Machine's going to be enough on Scump.
Well, let's go to Scuf. See if he obviously use this or use this after they get the break. What's the plan? You see the minimap, they're all going to be set up inside. Actually, he gets cut down before he even gets close. The rest of the team starting to push forward. They're all dropping as JCap and crew trying to hold, finding some kills though. Karma and Formal. Formal going to be starting to push forward. Actually, waiting for the team to push forward here. Scump's going to pull it out. He actually finds 2 there with the War Machine. 4th in the corner, not able to do it. Krim though, in. Formal, in. The scythe is out, and now they've got to get it done. Can he hold the edge here? They're pushing in. There's 1. There There's maybe two, at least pushing it back for his teammate. Finds the head there of John. There's one more to deal with, but so far, so good for OpTic Gaming here in Bunker. They should be able to hold the final 10 or so seconds and build a bit of a lead, get a little bit of separation here over Envy.
Yeah, it was really Scump though with the War Machine. I was questioning whether that was going to be enough. It definitely was. We have not seen great War Machine use during the CWL.
Rarely, yeah.
Usually, it maybe picks up one guy and that's about it. Right there, Scump goes in and causes chaos with that War Machine, and then Formal follows it up with the Scythe, and OpTic Gaming was able to get control.
Well, I'm sticking with Formal just for a second here because he's getting awfully close to these streaks. You can see he's 25 now, off the dart, has a 4 streak, grabbing back the middle, should be able to find one. Can he find more? A player at half wall, also kind of the front of the hard point, should be more kills. There's another, there's full streaks. Formal going off, 6 in a row, 7th behind, 8th to his right, but he will end up dropping, but not before the damage was done. He was able to build those streaks. Where do you see those coming into play the most? The rotation to the next bunker, maybe in rocks, half wall. Where do you want to see him use them?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could potentially use them at half wall or towards the end of that half wall hard point when it goes over towards snow and you're able to break that spawn point all the way in the back satellite. That would be where you could see Formal use those streaks.
Well, JCap's in the back here trying to hold the rotation into the backside of Mansion, both going vertical over the top of him. JCap trying to react, able to find it. No, the kill not going to come through. It's still a tight game, 20-second advantage here for the side of OpTic Gaming. We've rotated now into Mansion, first man in, going to be Apathy. Psychosis to work with, some coverage up top from his teammates. So far, they're holding that for blue in the kill feed.
You don't see it, obviously, develop. But if you were watching the minimap during that, when JCap drops and the 2 players from OpTic are playing for those spawns in that back cube area, all 3 players up for Envy turn and focus on getting rid of those players, then focus on the hill, and they were able to pick up 4 kills, 3 of them from Slasher, and they were able to hold it here early, and they come back into this one, but OpTic Gaming still with a lead.
Yeah, I was so focused on inside the hard point, it was Slasher doing the damage outside. If it was a 7 streak, I believe he was able to get the lightning as well, and Envyus is right back in this. We should see a lead change in the next couple of seconds, and there it is. Envy now taking control. This is so reminiscent of the first hard point, right? Back and forth between these 2 God squads.
Yeah, and you see Apathy setting up in the back of the hardpoint. 10 seconds left. He's going to take the remainder of this time. And OpTic Gaming is going to set up for this next half-wall hardpoint. See, it's going to be Formal all the way in the back with Karma, both setting up for the spawns. JCap gets 1 kill over by Bunker. It's going to force some player movement on the side of OpTic. And now the streak's coming in from Slasher. Not going to get anything with it.
I thought he was dead for sure, holding the back spawns. That's actually why I switched to him to see if it would end up connecting. But he still stayed alive. Still has these streaks. That's a camo player missing some burst, but finally able to find it.
Apathy's going to chase this player down the mid-alley. 2 players for OpTic. It's going to be Grim and Karma. Formal comes in with a 2-piece with the Hellstorm, and OpTic's going to be able to retake the hill. But these aren't great retakes from OpTic Gaming because they're only getting these hills back because they're using a Heat Wave or they're using a War Machine plus a Sight. Like, they're only breaking in with utility. You see on the side of Envy, they're able to get these good team pushes together and break these hard points.
Well, a bit of a streak coming in there for Karma. Matt Formal on 3 as well. Make it 4. Can he find the 5th here by half? Well, there it is. Prone not going to help you against Formal. He's able to keep the streak going, starting to build on these score streaks yet again, has a lightning yet to work with. But finally, will end up falling. So now another lead change. Here it comes. OpTic now back in control. It seems like every single hard point is switching.
It's going to come down to who rotates the bunker faster and gets control of it. I mean, this has been so back and forth. Really, no separation between these teams. That's really going to come down to this next hard point. Once bunker pops up, whoever gets there first, locks it down, I believe is going to win this game.
It should be where the separation comes again. You saw it led to what, like a 40-so point advantage, I think, for OpTic the first time through. Whoever gets this going to be going up in a big way. Karma, though, finding 2. The 3rd's inside. The shot off just a bit, and finally will end up dropping. It's going to be John now breaking in. John can't win the gunfight, but he's got Apathy here at top satellite to try and make a play. Checking around the back, can't find the kill. And, I mean, outside of Slasher, look at him. He's 35 and 26. We'll stick with him through the respawn here. He needs some help from the rest of his team. Yeah. I mean, the 2 ARs are, well, I guess Apathy is right there behind him, but, I mean, he just seems to be so far out in front of everyone on the side.
And OpTic is set up a little bit better to break this. They're going to have Karma with Heatwave and Scump with that War Machine yet again. You see Slasher, though, was inside the hardpoint. He was throwing down trophies, so that's what's going to block that War Machine. And you see that's a big gunfight win up in
that is sick!
But look at that. It's 2 kills from Cap, 1 from Apathy, and Formal falls off the map. So that is a huge misplay there from OpTic Gaming. It's going to be Envy with control of Mansion with Bunker to kick things off. John with a double Heatwave. Formal comes in, picks up 2. Apathy now popping in Psychosis, just trying to stay alive.
It's an absolute bloodbath inside. Everybody dropping. It's out Formal pulling out the side, finding an assist. Everybody dropping. It's nades, guns, abilities, weapons, everything coming through to try and get the break. OpTic still holding up and contested now by Envy. They're all flying in. No one can get control. They can't get them to spawn out, so it's just a back and forth battle.
Oh my, well what happens there, that is a huge play from Envy. Formal uses the lightning strike, forces the players of Envy into bunker. They go into bunker and just wipe OpTic Gaming clean of all their players inside of the hill, and they're able to take the lead.
John now on a 4 streak. It's yet another lead change. This one looks to come down to the wire, and look how close he is to that Hellstorm. Is he going to be able to pick it up? Looking to call on the lightning, maybe just ping. Where's it going to come in? Should be mid-map. There's 2 players, gets a little bit of help as well. And there's the call. Does he find the 1 kill he needs for the Hellstorm? Doesn't need it with a lightning. Gets it done with his VMP, and now they're looking to pull away. Here's the Hellstorm. There's 2 lining up. See you later, OpTic.
And I don't hate that. He's going to spawn OpTic out far away. Now going to use the Cerberus, and Envy's investing a lot into this Hardpoint Maven. They're going for the kill shot here. They're going for the win.
John getting it done with the Cerberus. It's gonna be him to close this out. Can they do it? Cerberus picking up kills. Finally, John gonna drop after the 8 streak. He's Apathy wrapping in from behind, able to pick up the kill at Apple. Also one in front. There's 2 for Apathy. Has Psychosis as well. One gonna be pushing him connector, but they're still holding on. Can Envy get it done? JCap finding the kill. Finally gonna drop. Is no one really picking up many points here? It's all been contested.
And if you're Envy, your main focus is to keep controlling the spawn that you have now and set up for that mansion hardpoint. That's the main focus of Team Envyus right now. You can give up these last few seconds off the game, but you need to lock down mansion.
Well, Envy's already set up inside. We'll take a look at the POV of John. He's going to be top. He's able to find 1 before he drops. 2 left now for OpTic. That's not a good fight you're ever going to win against Scumpy. He's got 3 in a row. We may have another lead change coming in. They're spawning them out rocks, and now they're looking to hold on. Karma going big inside. Scump watching wall run. Let's get down to the front of the actions, and maybe Crim6 dealing with it. Are they going to push top? Are they going to push front? Here it goes. 15 points away. There's 1 win. There's a 2nd win. Crim6 going big, trying to close it out. The 240 mark is hit. Get OpTic Gaming, get it done.
And you look at the mini-map and the clock, and Envy maybe has 1 really good attempt at trying to break this. Slasher gets 1, JCap with another. The pinch has to come in on Crim right now. It's going to be Scump picking up kills, Crim with another. And OpTic Gaming makes the comeback, wins map number 1 against Envy.
Holy hell, you thought after the 8 streak from John, what more could he do? They were, what, 225, 230? You think they can close it out? They don't get another goddamn point over the course of that. OpTic takes control, shuts it down in Mansion, and there's the win.
Envy invested a lot into that middle hard point. They used that.
They tie it up. We're about to find out.
Here we go. It's offense first for Envy. John not pulling out the sniper off the rip, but guess who is? Formal. No, he did. He had it on spawn. He actually switched, so no sniper here from either side early on.
Yeah, it's going to be a B stack for OpTic on defense, and Envy's going to try and force it over towards B, but it's going to be Karma and Crim for the kill up. He's Scump with 1. Just like that, it's going to be JCap, the last one alive for Envy.
He's toast.
He's going to get
toast.
pushed.
They pushed, what, 2 out to kind of mid-stump, 2 pushed up the close steps there, I believe, the bridge, and they just shut it down. Envy not ready for the pressure. And that's one of the biggest things in Search and Destroy we've seen in Black Ops 3, man. Mix up the defenses. Keep throwing different stuff at them.
Well, Envy probably was assuming that Formal was going to snipe.
Well, he
and you're
had
not
it
going
out,
to see an aggressive play out of the side of OpTic. OpTic adjusts at the beginning of the round. Smart play.
All right, now it's going to be offense here for the side of OpTic, and yeah, that looks to maybe be the continued plan here. As you'll see, Formal has put it away for now. They want to apply pressure. Let's check John yet again. He's going to be going with the Man of War, and this looks to be, well, let's take a look at the minimap. You guys can figure it out. It looks like A pressure from OpTic. Everybody stacked towards B, similar to what we saw from OpTic Gaming on the other side.
And as soon as OpTic doesn't see anyone at the corner or by that big tree, they need to just fly out of the bomb site like you're seeing now. So they're going to be able to get it down. Envy deciding which route they're going to take. They're going to send 3 players on a flank. 1 player going to play from the defensive side of the map. And the guys on the flank are just going to try and put pressure and funnel players towards Slasher. Crim wins that first gun engagement, though. Puts some nice shots down, takes out John. Apathy quickly trades it out, but the damage has been done.
Excellent stuff there from Crim. That 1 pop made it possible, but now it's going to be a 2v2. Now it's happening actually by himself. Has to clutch up, trying to get an angle. Only has 2 bursts left in this M8. Has got to reload. 20 seconds to work with. He's going to have to fly here soon. I just don't know if there's enough time to make a play unless there's a mistake from the side of OpTic.
Or he can fall.
Well, I mean, was that, did he just didn't think he had enough time to do it? I don't think that was, it didn't look intentional, but I guess, I mean, it could have been.
It didn't look intentional, but I kind of get it. I guess.
Don't let the bomb explode. Don't give him the extra points.
Scump would have gotten the extra points. He's the bomb planner. He's 1-0, but I mean,
he only had 18 seconds to work with, I think, at that point. So not really a lot of time to find two. But well, we'll never know. We'll have to ask him later.
1-0 with a bomb plan. I mean, it's kind of. I feel like it's kind of early to worry about that.
You would think.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how OpTic mixes it up on defense this time. Obviously, very, very different than what we saw the first time around. It looks like instead of hitting mid-map very hard, they're going to be applying a lot of pressure from the flank. Who's going to react? It's going to be JCap that's going to have to deal with this. He should have seen one on the cross. Surely he saw him come over the top. I don't think he did. I don't think it's JCap's a dead man. So he should be caught in just a second.
He saw them come on the cross, but did not see them there at that final moment. So he does not know where these players are located right now. He's right up behind one. Inside bunker. He's going to check his left. Not going to be able to win the gunfight there. Scump with the BMP versus the L-Car. He's going to win that most of the time. Formal mid-map takes out Apathy. OpTic has done a fantastic job of getting the man advantage in these rounds.
Well, Slasher able to win one. A second may push him, try to trade the kill. He's tagged up. Can he get into water? Can he escape? Did he not see him pushing from behind? The flank was coming through. It's going to be all on Slasher now. 1v2. He's got Karma and Scump to deal with. I gotta feel at some point he's gonna be shot in the back here by Scump. But you see where bomb is down on the B site. It doesn't appear that OpTic Gaming is aware of where the bomb is. He's able to pick this up. Now, does he plant it quickly, looking like he's waiting for a kill? But, you know, with them pushing towards A, if he tries to plant this, they're going to pick it up. If he actually goes to mid, this might work out perfectly. He's going to find one. Can't win the gunfight. Time dwindling down. He's got to find both. Looks like Karma was cooking a grenade there to push in. He's going to peek. Not enough time really to do much of anything. Peeks out. Scump's ready. But how familiar is this 3-0 lead?
Yeah, right. This is pretty much the same thing we saw in Game 5, the first best of 5, where OpTic goes up big. Envy makes the comeback. OpTic goes up 3-0 here. See if Envy can start to rattle off some rounds, get some good things going. And Merc was talking about how Apathy's kind of hit and miss on this one. He's 1-3 right now. John 0-3. JCap 0-3 as well. Those three not playing well right now. Slasher at even 3-3, but no, those guys are going to have to come alive. And I think it's really going to depend on whether Apathy shows up or not.
Oh, they want to hit A again. This time there is defense. So let's look at actually from Slasher's POV. Because he's going to be playing this back outside tree, and he's going to be peeking the first one. So he did see one player, probably knows the pressure's here. Let's look at the minimap. They decide to rotate quickly. It looks like the 2 and 3, which are going to be Apathy and John, might try to flank pretty early, but it's the lower route not working out for Karma. Slasher able to find the first blood. Can they get around on the board? He might be able to peek Crim here. Will he get behind the tree? There's the peek, gets a shot in, but not going to be quick enough. There's one inside a bunker as well, trying to come through, not able to do it. Going to be a 2v3. Now for the side of Envyus. John does have sniper in hand, but you can see the rotation going to be coming in. A free plant in the books here for OpTic Gaming, as long as they get in here quickly.
Yeah, and as soon as JCap checks that corner, they know that the players of OpTic Gaming have just made a beeline straight for the B bomb site. Trophy's going to get blown up, so they're definitely going to know that OpTic's over at B. How does Envy like to push this? And let's see, John going high off this tree.
That is so sick, but he's still got 2 to deal with. What a shot from John. A circus shot. Surely he can't clutch it. Oh, the flick, so close, but can't get it. He's got 30 seconds to work with now, Matt.
Yeah, and he's low on health. The guys on OpTic trying to push in. They were able to take John out. Crazy shot he hit on Scump there at first. It does not really matter as OpTic Gaming goes up 4-0.
That was disgusting.
That was sick.
He was able to clutch that somehow. I mean, imagine he wins that battle to the RK5, turns and just blames Formal, who is at bridge.
Not really, no.
That's almost impossible, but
yeah.
I would have lost my damn mind. But here we go, 4-0 OpTic Gaming. Looking good here to tie this one up. All right.
See what Envy does here. Oh, it's a bad spot to change your class as your team is trying to make a push. Just stops right in front of one of the members of Envy, and see, it's going to be a little bit of a slower push. They know they're not going to be able to get the advantage pushing down the B bridge. They're going to play a little bit slower here. Now, OpTic, they pretty much just stacking a bomb site and then just waiting to see if they see anyone and just flooding the other as foursome. So, seems to be working. They're going to stick with that defensive plan.
The crazy comeback and win might have been too much for Envy. They're just getting pummeled here, and nobody doing much of anything outside of Slasher for this one. They have to get around on the board, try and bring this back, try and tie it up, see what they can do. John's shots look pretty good, but not able to find the kill. There's 2 players to deal with. They just keep peeking and peeking, not able to find it yet. It is 4 up, but John finally gonna fall. The bait and switch working out for Crim and Scump in the back. They're down a man yet again. JCap is either gonna find a kill or one. Either going over his head wrapping around the back. He is going to drop now 2v4. OpTic playing perfect Redwood, and look at the man on a 4 streak. Make it 5. Crim finds another. Everybody down. The defuse coming in, and this is going to give him the dart.
This has not been close.
No, this is not pretty at all, Matthew.
You know, Envy has not really had a lot of good moments during this search and destroy. I mean, what you had,
lot? You mean any?
Any, really.
Well, the shot. Okay, I'm sorry. The
Slasher is 5 and 5. I guess that's like your positive. It's not really even that great. I mean, the other 3 guys are what? Combined 2 and 15. That's pretty pathetic.
And the only kill for John is that snipe.
That snipe, yeah. So, I mean, what? They'd be a combined 1 of 15 without that circus snipe at the end of a round, which really didn't mean much of anything. So it's a pretty pathetic performance from Envy here in Search and Destroy.
Statistically speaking, I would tend to agree with you. Looks like they're going to play around the dart.
Statistically speaking, there's no way to really disagree with me, but okay.
All right, so dart's going to be coming out from the side of OpTic. I don't want to call this one. We've seen 0-5 comebacks, but not typically against a team as talented as OpTic Gaming. Let's check the one, which is JCap. No, you don't have it on either of these guys. There's no flak on either. I thought he was actually pushing outside where he might have been able to find some kills.
Crim is just gaining information. I mean, he's just calling these players out to his team. And you see Formal's going to pick up 1. Right now, not really trying to get any kills with the dart. Now, as he gets close to these 2 players over by A, he's going to try and.
Oh, look at the cut. Look at the Maverick.
Oh, he's going to get 1.
Just gets around.
Oh, not able to stay alive long enough.
Well, now he's just shooting trees.
But it's going to be 2 players dead for Envy. The 2v4 scenario for OpTic Gaming. This one, barring a crazy comeback from Envy, looks like it's over. John picks up 1, so he's going to be able to take out Formal. The bomb is going to go down, though. Crim locking down this mid-map in bunker. He's going to fire down some shots and now get aggressive with Camo. Knows where the last player is. Apathy in top window. Needs to convert the 1v3 to extend this search and destroy.
He's done. He's done. What can he do? You're under 30 seconds to work with. 1v3, tagged up, passed the back up, and it's Crim who's on a 6 streak. You're not gunning Crim right now, baby. Trying to challenge him. This battle's been going on for the better part of 15 seconds. Crim doing his job. Karma finds the kill, and OpTic up 2-0 here in our second best of 5.
Just smart plays from OpTic Gaming there. You see, even at the end of the 1v3 scenario, they're just not peeking. Karma locking it down from the left-hand side. You have Crim playing at that big stump in the mid, just blocking Apathy in that top window. But I mean, that game was just a blowout.
Anything could happen. The map is moments away. We're going to see how this one unfolds. It's time for your expert predictions before throwing it over to Maven and Mr. X. TP, you're going first.
My brain says OpTic, but you know, I think we're just going to see another reverse sweep again. I don't know. I'm just calling Envy this one.
The heart's going Envy.
I'm going to go Envy. I want to see a game 4.
James?
They went Envy, I have to go OpTic.
All right, we're going to see how it all plays out. Matt, Mr. X, and Mr. Maven, take it away.
Thank you very much, Christopher.
I think you forgot your name for a second.
Yeah, he 100% did. 100%. Can OpTic now close it out, or can Envy pull the reverse sweep? We've seen them do it this weekend. We've seen it happen to them this weekend. Now the opening break here in Uplink. There's been a lot of tight ones here. Crim can't win the first gunfight. We'll swap over to Karma mid-map. Who's able to get control first here?
Well, these 2 teams resulted in one of the craziest Fringe Uplink games we had during Stage 2. If you
Forever
remember,
ago.
this is when
Stage 1, right?
Yeah, Envy had the lead. Yeah, it was Stage 1 actually. Envy had the lead for a little bit, and then towards the end of the game, maybe 30 seconds left, OpTic puts in 4 points right away. And you see it's going to be a pass from Envy trying to get into this back alley area. The only problem is OpTic Gaming dominates the kill feed, wipes the floor with Envy. Now they're going to get the drone and move on offense, and you have Karma set up here inside a barn.
Yeah, things open up for Karma to make a play, able to outgun Slasher there. Slasher, I feel like, has to win every single gunfight right now. He hasn't got a whole lot of help. Nice pick, though, coming in from JCap. Can't they help Slasher is the question. The team combined for what seemed like, 1 in 42 in the search and destroy. They need to help him out if they're going to have a chance to come back in this one.
And it's kind of crazy because they looked pretty good on the hardpoint, so you kind of wonder what went wrong there in the search and destroy. It just seemed everybody came in flat outside of Slasher. See JCap with the drone in hand. He's going to throw it to a teammate there. Throw it down. Now try and push it to 10. Yeah, nobody wants it. They're trying to get the drone across the lane. You see John making this flank play. Now he's going to come through. He's going to have 2 players right in front of him. Absolutely destroys Karma. Not able to take out Crim. And now JCap trying to move the drone up. Scump there in position. Takes out 2. Nobody there for Envy to back it up. But Envy has done a good job putting a lot of pressure on the OpTic side of the map, not letting OpTic get control of barn, force spawning them back alley.
And basically every time OpTic's getting 3 or 4 down, it's on the defensive side of things, right? It's not turning into points. That's why you're not seeing anything on the board. OpTic hasn't really had a good attack to get to this point, except the one that was, I don't know if it was off or intercepted, but that's only really the shot we've seen. Now another one, oh, there it is. OpTic Gaming finally on the board here, 1-0, 2 minutes into the first half here of game 3.
But Envy has control of mid-map. They have OpTic all the way in the back of their base. They just need to win some of these gun engagements and try and force that drone in. And when I say that, it's going to be Krim winning one, Scump with another, Krim picking up his second kill, Formal with it one, and that is going to be a 4 dead for Team Envyus. And now it's going to be OpTic Gaming moving the drone up the map. They're going to go for the 1-point throw over the top of Barn, and they're going to connect with it. So it's going to be OpTic Gaming 2-0.
So far, so good. 2-0 lead. Now, maybe for new viewers at home that are watching this first matchup between OpTic and Envy in a grand final, talk to me a little bit about your kind of preferred versus not preferred side here on this map specifically for Uplink Fringe. Who do you think has the edge right now?
No, I think OpTic has the edge, attacking towards that barn side. When you get control of that back barn area on the right side of the map, all the way down tracks, you're able to spawn the opposing team in the back alley over by the bricks, your bottom side of your mini-map. When you do that, you can just keep rallying the drone time and time again, because the other team has to go on the overextension, go all the way to that grandma's, or try and fight it through that mid-map bricks area, try and get control.
Well, OpTic picking up kills in front. They've spawned them out back alley, and that is a dunk. 4 on the board. Now they're rotating back. They know the overextension is in, trying to set up and bricks. Karma saw one for just a second, said, screw it, I'm grabbing the drone, I'm going. Teammates pick it up, his eye around the edge, but can't get it in. He's cut down, but players there to back it up. Formal's got the dunk, Formal's got the streaks. OpTic Gaming now running away.
Yeah, and Envy is still spawning in that back alley. It's going to be up to Karma to clear out this grandma side of the map. This would be huge kills if Karma can get back towards that mid-map and pick them up. Because now you see Envy kind of swarming on that drone. It's Apathy with 2 kills. Karma has to go big defending the base.
Yeah, he was worried about the overextension, thinking they got all the way in. Now this might be a counter dunk coming in. They're all spawning in the back. Nice job from him to be able to answer back. Can't find the second kill. That's going to be Apathy now left by his lonesome. If he can find 1 or 2 here mid-map, close things down. That's a headshot from distance there with the VMP.
Yeah, but Formal has to burn the Hellstorm missile there. OpTic gets control of their base back. But if you're Envy, that's not the worst thing in the world. You get a point, and you make Formal burn that Hellstorm missile. It's a pretty good sequence of events for Envy.
Well, you just saw Scump go over the top. From John's point of view, it's not going to go through, but there's still pressure coming in. Well, there was pressure coming in from Scump for just a second to maybe follow up his own toss, but not able to do so. Ends up being Krim, the only man on the map here for the side of OpTic. So let's switch the pressure now coming in from Envy. They're trying to push it through tracks. They have drone in behind. Slasher, the most forward man, trying to find some kills in the back of the OpTic defense setup. That's Formal with the sight, able to find the kill. Let's switch to his point of view as he's trying to lock it down. Trying to work on streaks yet again here. Easy kills for him. Easy going now for OpTic if they've got under 30 seconds to try and put more points on the board.
And if you're OpTic attacking this barn side, you potentially think about using the Lightning to guarantee yourself a 2-point play here at the end. And trying to go with the RK5, that's not going to work from that distance. The RK5 is very powerful.
Those darn EMPs.
Not cross map, and it's going to be all on Scump here for OpTic Gaming. He's in barn. He's going to get taken out by Apathy. So we should see this go into the half 6-2. Apathy not in a position to knock down a wall.
Isn't he?
Maybe.
All right,
No,
he's not.
no,
He's not.
He's not.
I thought for a second.
For a second, I thought he was going to bounce off that wall, but he just did not have enough boost to get close to Grandma.
Yeah, nice effort though to try and get one in. So now remember, you said you like the half that OpTic was playing, right? So 6-2 advantage, you're up 4. Do you think that's enough, or does Envy rally back? Well, surely we can't see reverse sweep in a grand final. Don't you dare say it out loud.
No, I don't think so.
I already said it out loud.
Yeah, I mean, you look at how OpTic has played so far in the second best of 5, and it's really kind of seemed to startle Envy. Envy really has not had an answer for them thus far. But Envy is attacking towards the barn side. They should be able to put up some points. It's whether OpTic can weather the storm in their own base and keep control of that back barn area.
Well, OpTic trying to work on the flank here with Scump. There's one by White Truck. He hasn't checked it yet, should in the second season. Able to find 1 kill. Drone getting forward here, but that's 4 down as OpTic cleans up the side of Envy, and now it's their opportunity for a push. You still have the Lightning and the Dart here in the backpack of Formal. This is going to be an opening dunk. You already had to overextend.
They should wait.
That's what 4 down does. Well, they're waiting for basically, well, I was going to go to him, Karma to get set up there at mid-map, but he drops immediately, so they're going to have to put it through. Now it's the counter opportunity here for Envy.
Well, they'll be able to pinch because Karma's going to spawn in that back alley. He's going to have a chance to get over towards that back barn area. They just need some of his teammates to pick up kills from the mid-map. They should be able to hold on the defensive end here. And Karma picks up 1. Apathy just goes right in for 2. OpTic did not get all the way in that back barn area. They were fighting like in that side barn area, you know, with the white truck. They just were not able to get all the way into the back of their own base to clear it out.
Nice counter there from Envy. It's going to keep them alive in this one, but they got a player in the back of their base. The problem here for Envy, you've got Formal set up out back where you're supposed to play defense from. Not able to get to the edge though is OpTic. Envy still having a chance in this one. Karma's forward. He's going to get cut down. Everyone dropping for the side of OpTic Gaming. And now the offense going to develop yet again for the side of Envy. Are they able to do it? Heat Wave in tow. You've got 3 specialist abilities to work with now as they're going to move on forward. John able to find the kill. Actually, the assist coming through. JCap now looking for the score. He's got camo. Is there a Heat Wave from Karma to counter this? Does he have Heat Wave? He doesn't have it available. And there's the dunk, and there's the turn. Not able to do it, but they're right back in this one, trailing by 2.
Yeah, Karma does not have Heat Wave. Goes for the body block in that scenario. Just misses it by an inch. Able to take out player putting in the score at the end. But Envy has closed the gap like we expected. So this map, when you go towards that barn side, you can keep control of that. You're really focusing on your AR players, how they play. You can put up lots of points. And now we see OpTic with another chance to put some points going down tracks. And Formal's just going to slide out. I don't know if I like that play, Maven. I think you need to wait for some teammates to pick up some kills in the back. Just kind of dangerously goes around the corner. Nobody's set up.
How does this happen? How did they just get a point there?
I don't know. That's something you can't let happen.
There's 2 left. I think 3 up on defense for Envy, and they let that go through. Can't allow it, but you still have 2.5 to work with, only trailing by 3, and it looks like Slasher mid-map going to be trying to make plays around the drone. He's able to grab it. He has 1 player, Apathy. Kind of, where got this set up? Kind of at fences there, but he's going to drop.
Okay, so what I don't understand there is a play that I think Envy could have made differently. When Slasher picks up the drone, just go for that 1-point throw over the top of barn and force the players from OpTic Gaming to leave that back barn area, which they're locking down right now, and play more towards the middle of the map. That's how Envy's going to get control. They can't just keep trying to throw the drone forward and get control that way. They need to force the guys of OpTic Gaming to play more towards the middle of the map.
Well, Krim goes with camo, just wants to get into Granny safely, wrap around the back. The lightning comes in. The dunk should be here. OpTic now extends the lead to 5. They want to close it out here. No game 4 in this second best of 5. They're looking poised to do so. They have drone in hand again. Formal just tosses it forward. It's going to go to Krim. Same route. 3 down. Should be yet another dunk. There it is. They're putting on the damage now. Is OpTic so close. 90 seconds away from taking this.
Yeah, and Envy just has not been able to get control of their own base. They're trying to overextend towards the middle of the map.
This is ugly.
And it is not working well. Not working at all. And you see Slasher trying to fight from the OpTic side of the map with his sight. He's going to get 1. Envy's going to get drone control now. All OpTic needs to do is just rotate to the back of their base. It's okay if they give up some points here. They have a big cushion. They just cannot get spawn trapped.
Well, JCap sneaks through, able to get 2. That's huge. You have 60 seconds left, and you've got to make up 7 points. Where are these 7 going to come from? It's Slasher mid-map. The rest of his team is dropping. It's only John now, and at this point, you can just play keep away if you'd like. OpTic's grabbed the drone. They're pushing it forward. There's the 15-second reset. This is done. This is done.
It's almost virtually impossible. Envy would have to go on a crazy streak of scores here in the final seconds. And even then, they may not have enough time. And Karma playing pretty well in the objective game modes. Games 3 and 4, he has really showed up for OpTic Gaming, making some clutch plays.
You have an insane reverse sweep in the first best of 5. Absolutely outrageous stuff. And now OpTic firmly taking control. 20 seconds left, and this is done. John doing all he can, but there's just simply not enough time. The second best of 5 is going to be a big 3-0 for the green wall.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming comes out, completely dominates here on Fringe Uplink. It was never really close. The search and destroy was a blowout, so was the Uplink.
And that is it. 1 second left. It ticks away. And there you have it. OpTic Gaming are your MLG Orlando 2016 champions. All right, get the shot now on the guys. Class acts. I mean, I know this hurts for the side of Envy, obviously. You think you have it, you push it to a best of 5. Now, let's actually think about this OpTic side. I know the squad may be a little bit different, but back in Advanced Warfare, twice they came back on the 2 best of 5s. It was Advanced Warfare Columbus, and then also at Season 3. Here they get it done. You see the boys with the trophy, smiles on their faces. That's back-to-back MLG trophies for the OpTic Gaming squad.
Yeah, and they have really proved themselves to be the best team in Black Ops 3. A lot of times, You know, they kind of look like they are beatable, but right there in that second best of 5, they just showed you how well they can be.
Oh, make some noise for these 4. What an epic performance. You had Karma clutching, the slaying coming in from Scump, Krim doing everything he can in Search and Destroy. You saw the snipe from Formal throughout. Impressive, impressive stuff.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, that second best of 5, they probably did not expect to go there, but they take care of business with ease.
All right, well, now we have Big Jack on the floor with OpTic. Take it away, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are down on the floor with your MLG Orlando champions, OpTic Gaming. Give it up for them. Much deserved, much deserved. Now, I got to talk to you, Scump, on this one because another time at an MLG Open event, you guys have a very testing and grueling finals. Back at MLG Anaheim, it's a reverse sweep all the way to Game 5. This time around, you almost get the reverse sweep. Envy clutches up to force a second series, but you guys just look like different beasts. What was the difference between Series 1 and Series 2?
Series 1, I feel like the first 2 maps that we lost against them, it was the same as Rise. Like, seriously, exact same situation. I feel like we played the map perfectly, and then at the very end of the game, we just made small mistakes. And then in S&D as well, our situational plays, we gave up like 2 4v2s, which is unacceptable when you're playing a team like Envy. It's just, we started to clutch up again, and we started to really minimize our small mistakes in the second series.
Now, everyone remembers back at stage 2, not the performance you guys wanted to get, but you were your own biggest critics. You all went on Twitter, you said, we have to practice. We need to put in the time, and boy, oh boy, did you. I saw every single night the scrims coming in. How much more prepared did you feel for this event? Is this one of the most prepared you felt for any event in Black Ops 3?
Oh yeah, it was actually insane. I don't think I've ever scrimmed that much in my life. We didn't miss a day for like 2 full weeks, and I mean, it really showed. Our respawn game was incredible, even on our weak maps. You know, French Hardpoint was one of them. We won that against Elevate in Winners Finals, so we really capitalized on our practice schedule and routine, and I think that really helped us out here.
Now, you're 1 month away, less than that now, from Call of Duty XP. Your teammates, most of them champions, but now you and obviously Formal still seeking that big ring. It's everything that's on everyone's mind. Is this the year it finally happens? Because I vividly remember MLG Worlds, October of 2015. I asked Krim, I said, with next year Black Ops 3, what do you want to tell the competition? He said, watch out. You're now back on top. Is anything going to change heading into that event? Any words for your competition?
I mean, it's going to be a great event. We're going to keep up the practice routine and the schedule definitely because, I mean, it showed here that it really helped us out. I don't have anything to say to the competition. I just be ready. Let's go.
Oh, Scump's ready for it. Guys, I do have to say we have one more award to give away. This is your Control Freak MVP. Oh, gosh. Look at the size of this one. It's going to Karma. Hoist that trophy up, my friend. Much deserving. Karma earned this throughout the weekend for his incredible clutch plays that he made, unlike any other. Guys, I'm going to step out. Go ahead, hoist your trophies. OpTic Gaming, your MLG Orlando champions.
And there we go, OpTic Gaming will be crowned your Orlando champions. And what a tournament this was. 106 teams, but only one raising the trophy. And it's the same squad that